Hello everyone, this is my favorite parts of my 5E lesson plan. I was part of Pod D 5A group for the Thursdays class for LS 115-03. My name is Yvonne Polito and my group members' names were Sarah Burgueño, and Joel Sanchez. We taught the grade level of 5th grade. Our content standard was grade 5, standard 4. Students understand the political, religious, social, and economic institutions that evolved in the colonial era. Substandard 6. Describe the introduction of slavery into America, the responses of slave families to their condition, the ongoing struggle between proponents and opponents of slavery, and the gradual institutionalization of slavery in the South. This was our learning objective right here, and it states scholars will be able to describe the beginning of slavery and the lives of those affected through a blog journal, an outline, mind map, with a minimum of 3 different perspectives or examples. We obtain our level blooms applied in the learning objective as level 2 understand by referring back to the word or the level of cognition used in substandard 6, which was the word describe. And my favorite part of our 5E lesson plan was the creation of our digital story. As a visual learner myself, I actually was very excited to actually incorporate a digital story within our lesson plan. Growing up within my small community, not many students understood from lectures or felt comfortable just sitting throughout hours and minutes of teachers just explaining the concepts. Preferably, I would always get excited when it came to watching a video in class because it meant that I was going to learn through visual images, and taking part of creating my own digital story to teach a concept or to introduce a concept to students was one of my favorite things about the 5E lesson plan. And our digital story can be found within the engagement area section for the first 5E. We decided to place it within the first 5E to actually help students be eager to be introduced to a new topic, and starting off your day by watching a video never seemed better. So that's why we decided to create a digital story for our engagement section to actually have the attention of all students, especially if during these times of distance learning, a lot of students prefer to be sitting at a screen and watching a video than hearing someone speak. So that is why this was my favorite, one of my favorite sections for the 5E. And my second favorite section for our 5E lesson plan was actually the planning of our 5E of, let me find it real quick. 5E of elaboration. For elaboration, we decided to go with this new idea of incorporating a Socratic seminar within high school. My history teacher actually used the teaching of a Socratic seminar to engage more student-centered activities rather than having him explain to us or answer our own questions. So when planning the part for elaboration, we decided to go with the Socratic seminar to help students actually begin having these conversations with their peers and learn how to properly agree and disagree with proper reasoning and evidence from prior activities and research. So this was a second favorite part of mine due to the positive experience I've had in the past with Socratic seminars and how my group members and I were able to implement it in a simple terms and simple instructions for 5th graders that suited their discussion regarding the institutionalization of slavery within the South. My third favorite part of the 5E lesson plan was actually the section of evaluation, or most known as the evidence of mastery, was actually providing students with 3 different types of ways to turn in their understanding of the concept and to demonstrate that they have learned the concept being taught to them. Growing up within my education years, I was never given the option to choose from 3 different assignments, and I feel like this is a step forward into creating a better classroom for students who have different learning needs and different skills and interests, because students could take into consideration their personal likings and their interests to actually perform better and to do projects or assignments in a manner that they will benefit from and know how to better explain. When picking the 3 different types of products for our learning objective, one of the main things that we were trying to incorporate was one for each type of learner, whether it be a visual learner, an auditive learner, or a person who is best explaining in written form. So we really wanted to incorporate that when we were assigning these products to our prospective / imaginary classroom. So these were my 3 favorite parts of my 5E lesson plan. Was creating, to recap, it was creating my own digital story, implementing a student-centered discussion known as Socratic Seminar, and figuring out / picking the best 3 products for the level cognition for this assignment. Thank you.